Hey YouTube, how's it going? Red Baron flying at you with yet another weekly deck breakdown. And this week we have Whodat's Bolt Apple deck. Now, before we get into that, make sure you hit that like button. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe for further videos such as this one. And if you're interested in having your own deck spotlighted in my weekly videos, go ahead and go down in the comment sections and put in your deck or message me on Discord. Either or is fine. But either way, let's get into it. Alright, so here we have his deck laid out in front of us, and I have to say, I did play him a few times before this, and since then, he did update the deck. I gotta say, the 2 times I did play him, the games were very close. I was honestly surprised by the power that this deck had. I ended up winning both times, but it was very close. I believe we were both very low on spirits. Now, the theme of this deck, he uses Jatayan Ladagon. He uses the main fruits engine to try to draw and heal at the same time. And then he also runs these guys. He runs Golden Apple of Discord in combination with the, as I said before, Ladagon, and he has Drataya. And then he keeps on cycling with Ambrosia. He'll be able to draw with Drataya, and then with Pandescence, he'll be able to recycle that whole combination. He'll draw, destroy, and whatever. But what surprised me the first time is, normally when you think of fruits, it is more of a theme or an engine, and you don't really run any other big beaters in it. But he snuck in a Voltempest. Yes, this thing just threw me for a loop. Because I couldn't prepare for it. I didn't know it was coming. He used Golden Apple of Discord to discard it from his hand, discard something from my hand, and then he uses Rise from the Ashes to bring back the Voltempest. Now, for those who don't know this already, once Voltempest hits the field with Zeus, it's nigh impossible to get over it unless you have back row destruction and then another destruction card for Voltempest. So he was able to get both those combos out, and it was ridiculous. I was surprised that he got that off. But it's there. He has a lot of synergy with this deck. Now, I will say for certain, he does outlaw draws here, and he does have draws here with Nectar of the Gods. So I don't think he actually needs these 2 Clovies. These 2 Clovies can definitely be taken out and given to something else. Maybe he'll give more back row, because currently he only has 5 back row, and to me this doesn't seem enough. He has Gorgon's Gauge, which is one of the most important ones, but he doesn't have Tsunami. Honestly, what I would do here, I would just take out the Clovies and put in the 2 Tsunamis, and he might be fine with that. Now, like I said, he has a Voltempest. He has the 1 Elechick to get the Divine Rune, Zeus, which is his only target, and then he has Earthquake for any Elestrals that might be an issue, or anything that might stand in his way. And then he also runs Drops of Leaf, just so if he breaks too much, if he draws multiple Ladagons and the Voltempest, or I guess he's fine drawing the Voltempest, or if he just draws a bricky hand, he can put him back and then draw into cards that he actually wants. Now, before I said you can probably take Clovey out, I can see why he keeps it in here, because he also runs Equal Links, which allows him to pop the back row, and also if he has a chance to actually Nexus onto Clovey, Clovey's receive effect will go off and he'll draw a card. But I think he's doing enough drawing where he doesn't need Clovey. And then you can just use Equal Links. You'd rather use Equal Links in conjunction with Pandescence. So you would Nexus the spirits onto Pandescence and then disenchant from Pandescence and get one of your invokes. And that way your Pandescence stays on the field. My thoughts on this deck, it was pretty scary. I gotta admit. As we've gotten further and further into deck theory and to how set 1 is going to go, we've been seeing a lot of Rise from the Ashes decks. It's very costly. Very costly, and you have to be careful. But if you can just get 1 Rise from with a Voltempest, or get a Rise from with a Ladagon, and start healing yourself with Ambrosias and also destroying something at the same time, then I think you're fine. And with the amount of recursion that he has of invokes with Pandasins, where he can easily get back to Ambrosius to heal himself, I think this could definitely be a really strong deck. Now, it could be touch and go. Like here, the whole Volt Tempest engine, as before I said, it's not really all in most of these decks. It's because there's so much needed to go into Volt Tempest. Most people go Griffuse, but as stated before, his only reason running Griffuse here is just to discard fodder for Golden Apple and then rise it from it. Now, if he has a chance to, for some reason, Ash Rabbit stays on the field way too long, and he somehow gets a second Spirit onto it, and then he could ascend it manually, but I don't see that happening because once Ash Rabbit hits the field, people are all must kill Rabbit. It's Rabbit season, not Duck season. But anyways, I really enjoyed this deck. I really enjoyed playing against this old deck. Now, I wouldn't mind trying to go against this deck as it is right now. And yeah, I really hope if you guys have the time in the beta server, if you want to go against this deck as well, go ahead and ping Whodat. He's there a lot, along with PokeChef, those two are always at it. Feel free to send him a duel and see how you fare against this deck. But until next time, catch you guys later. Fly high.